BBC Television presents Tony Hancock in Hancock's Half Hour.
Just drop it there on a row. I'm me gnome. What the hell is that, Hancock? Are you building a rockery or something? You've been listening to Monty Don again, haven't you? It's for my summer solstice party. A summer solstice party? That's a new one. But what do you need the giant rock for? You wouldn't want 5 tons of sarsen silicified sandstone from the Marlborough Downs area in Wiltshire. I don't want it. What's it doing in our garden? You do know what the solstice is, don't you, Sid? Go on. I know you want to tell me. The summer solstice is the most important day in the Druidic calendar. As I am East Cheam's chief druid, it is incumbent on me to celebrate it in the manner it should be celebrated. So where did you get the rock from? The gods smiled down on me, Sid, and I won it on eBay. I beat off stiff competition from the Isle of Dogs in Dubai. It's from the same part of the country as Stonehenge, so it is of huge significance to we druids. Yeah, whatever. I can't get out the front door. You'll have to go out the back then. I don't want to go out the back. People will think I'm the lodger. You'll have to knock something off my rent. You don't pay any rent. Yeah, but the council don't know that. Now, who shall I invite? There must be of a certain moral propriety. You know, your wacko druid mates, I expect. All skirts and long faces. Yes, but there's only 5 of us. At £50 a head, that's only 250. It doesn't cover the cost of the nibbles that own the sarsen stone. And only 5 druids. You're not very popular then, are you? Ah, but we're a very select group. Have you been invited, Sid? No, you haven't. And I don't want to be invited. Just don't play the music too loud, that's all. I need my beauty sleep. And it's too late for beauty sleep, mate. Those days are long gone. You need to wear one of those masks. Flaming cheek. I've still got the manly looks. Barbara Windsor says I've got a roguish charm. Barbara Windsor will say anything after a couple of baby shams, mate, and you know it. Don't kid yourself. And anyway, what happens if one of these druid knees ups then? Bit of chanting, bit of goats sacrificing. Roll up the trouser legs on your druid robes. And you can sneer. We light a ceremonial fire, wear our traditional robes, and dance in alignment with the solar axis. That's east-west along railway cuttings, then down Albretia Drive. So basically it's a bonfire night with curtains. And it's spiritual, Sid. It connects us to our ancient heritage. Though I wouldn't expect you to understand that, considering how out of balance your chakras are. You've been sniffing those joss sticks too long, mate. You can mock all you want, Sid. But when the sun rises over that stone and the sacred horn is sounded, you'll be the one feeling left out. And the only horn I'll be hearing is the paper boy in the morning on his bike. Wondering why he can't get past your 5 tons of sarsen silicified sandstone. Anyway, you haven't done a horn? Yes, we have. Arthur Thomas plays in the local brass band. He's got a tuba. And what's he going to play, the Mexican hat dance? So that's 5 druids and Arthur the tuba player. And still only 5. Arthur's one of us druids. And I thought he might be. And who else? And what about the vicar? And the vicar, you're joking. He's on the other side, the religious establishment. He won't be interested in coming. Because he'll be brandishing flaming crosses and singing out demons out. And who else do you know? What about the darts team from the Hand and Racket? And not on your life. They'll hang a darts board on the Saracen or try to play bar billiards on it. Hang on, there's the lady from the pet shop. She's one of us. She always gives me the secret wink when I'm out. And what about the barmaids at the East Cheam Arms? I'm not inviting any of your flaming girlfriends, Sid. The summer solstice is not about debauchery. If you want naked cavortings, join the Presbyterians. I could invite the couple at number 11. They're neurodivergent. They're funeral celebrants. So I know. I'll put an advert in the paper. How's that? Yes, very select. You'll get every drunk and lunatic in the village coming along.
Morning.
Talking about drunks and lunatics. Hello, you'll find the bins round the back, Mush.
And I'm not here to collect the bins. Just thought I'd say hello.
Well, now you've said hello, you can clear off.
Don't be like that. I've just come to say how much I admire that large stone you got in your garden.
Yes, it's nice, isn't it? You couldn't afford it, though, and anyway, it's not for sale.
So I might be able to help you. As soon as I saw it, I knew. It's a sarsen stone like the ones at Stonehenge, isn't it?
Yes, that's correct.
Well, by a strange coincidence, I'm a professional sacrificial victim.
Really? What's that when it's at home?
Well, every solstice I get employed by druidic societies, pagan covens, and the occasional amateur Morris dancing troupe. I throw myself on the sacrificial stone in a symbolic gesture of seasonal renewal. Very tasteful, very spiritual. I've won awards.
What sort of awards are we talking about?
The golden sickles are the most prestigious pagan awards. I've won 6.
So you're not actually sacrificed?
No heavens, no, I've got a weak heart. I wouldn't pass the insurance medical. No, it's all very theatrical. A bit of writhing, dramatic groaning. I wear a lovely gold lame loincloth. I made it myself, it's reversible.
As long as it's only reversible and not transparent. I see. Well, that's all very admirable, but we already have a complete ceremonial program. Fire robes, tuba solo, dancing maidens a lot.
Oh, please don't make me beg. I haven't had a decent immolation gig in months, ever since that business at the Hampstead Heath Beltane Bash My Sausage got skewered by mistake. I was wearing a string of them round me middle as a belt.
And what happened?
Let's just say I was mistaken for the buffet. I spent 2 days trying to get the smell of mustard out me hair.
All right, I'll think about it. We could slot you in between the sunrise chant and Arthur's rendition of Jerusalem on the tuba.
Jerusalem on the tuba? Ooh, how profoundly moving. I can feel a shiver going up and down my spine.
You're probably cold. You ought to put a bit more on. Okay, then I'll give you an audition so we can see what you're made of.
Ooh, thank you. I'll be back bright and early tomorrow. I'll bring my own smoke bombs. That adds a bit of atmosphere.
Fine, just don't get any glitter on the sarsen. It's sacred, you know. We don't want to upset the gods now, do we?
No, heaven forbid, by the way. You haven't asked me yet.
Ask you what?
How much?
No, we won't charge you. You can come in for free.
Stop messing about. No, how much you're going to pay me for my services.
You mean you charge people to sacrifice you?
Of course I do. I'm a professional. Anyway, I know where your ley lines are.
Ley lines? Where are they?
I'm not telling you.
All right then, how much?
£500.
500 nicker? We could get a stripper for that.
Oh, well, I'll go then. It's bound to be a bit of a flop without me. It always is. I'm a star.
You take cards.
Only tarot cards, which reminds me I'll set my little tent up and I can do tarot readings and you can charge people.
Well, that's sorted then. A druidic ceremony with sacrificial writhing and tarot readings. All we need now is a hog roast and will be officially recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. Yeah, and you're a bacon sandwich short of a solstice, mate. I'll ask the BBC along to record it for Spotlight Surrey. Well, I'm not going on camera. I don't want all me mates to think I've gone doodolling. What you need is a bit more moral fiber and some moral principles so you can stand on your own 2 feet, Sid. I don't mind standing on me own 2 feet, providing I don't have to wear flaming Jesus boots.
Is that Mr. Hancock of 23 Railway Cuttings, East Cheam, Surrey?
It is indeed. To whom do I have the pleasure of conversing?
It's Sergeant Whistler from the Amesbury Police Station in Wiltshire.
Amesbury is a lovely part of the world. You're very lucky to live there, if I may be so bold.
If you've quite finished schmoozing me, sir, we've received reports that you have one of our stones in your garden.
One of your stones? To what stones are we referring exactly? A stone is a stone, surely. Police horses get them in their hooves, don't they, ha?
Stonehenge, of course.
Come, Sergeant, how would I have got hold of one of your stones? You must be 100 miles away. Put it on the roof rack? Aha! Or push it all the way along the pavement.
We find in the police that sarcasm doesn't work very well as far as we're concerned, sir. Do you or do you not have a 5-ton Sarsen silicified sandstone rock that comes from the Marlborough Downs area in your garden?
Well, yes, now you come to mention it. But I bought it in good faith. I was told it was part of a job lot rejected by the Chelsea Flower Show. They were going to use it as a Stonehenge-inspired rockery.
Are you trying to get Chelsea Flower Show in trouble, Mr. Hancock?
No, of course not. I've heard Alan Titchmarsh is a regular viewer of my show officer.
They aren't building Chelsea Flower Show at the moment, and we have a big hole where one of our stones used to be. Anyway, what show was that, sir? The Great Stonehenge Rock Heist, perhaps?
How do you know it's one of yours? I mean to say, what evidence do you have? Fingerprints or DNA, perchance?
Stones don't have fingerprints, obviously, sir, on account of not having any fingers.
Then what troublemaker told you that I had your stone?
We have some insider information.
Look, I'll tell you what. You can have our stone after the solstice. Put a few turfs over your hole and no one will notice it's missing.
We will be making further investigations, sir, and we want it back before the solstice. Our druids are starting to get angry. You won't like our druids. When they get angry, they have tattoos, you know.
Looks like you've been rumbled, Hancock. Is this your work? Said James. It has your name written all over it. You're jealous, aren't you? Get your own stone. I'm not a grass Hancock. It must be someone else. You'll let it slip. You always do. You'll be swigging a pint of beer with your sozzled mates down the hand and rack it one night, and it will all come out. And the beer won't. I can hold my ale. What about our new friend, the sacrificial victim? He could be a police informer. He came nosing around, didn't he, as soon as you got that flaming stone? And let me think. By Jove, you're right, Sid. The moment the stone arrived, he was peering over the fence, wasn't he? Yes, it's him all right. But how are you going to find out if it's him? He won't admit it, will he? You know it could be a problem. Wait a minute. I've got an idea, Sid. Is that Mr. Piles? It's Mr. Hancock here. Could you come round a bit later? We're having a solstice rehearsal. Right, Mr. Piles, if you could just lie down on the stone in the sacrificial position.
All right. I don't really need to practice as I've done it so many times. Being sacrificed is the easy bit.
Yes, that's it. Snuggle down. Just get nice and comfy. You could be here quite a long time. Or at least until we find out.
Find out what exactly?
No, don't worry. Nothing important. It's not life or death, although that wouldn't worry you, would it? Ha! You haven't done anything bad, have you?
Of course not. Why have you tied my hands and feet?
Health and safety, so you don't fall off.
Stop messing about. And I'm not going to fall off. I've been on bigger stones than this.
It's in my insurance contract, you know. No one wants a dead body on their hands, do they?
Why have you got a dagger, Mr. Hancock? Is it one of those fake daggers that are acting props?
You're just about to find out, Piles. Admit you're a copper's narc.
No, I won't. I ain't admitting nothing. You better stop or I'll call the police.
There you are then. That's an admission of guilt. You are involved with the police. You're going to pay for it. Now...
Don't do it, Mr. Hancock.
Drop the dagger, mate. It was me that told the police. I'm the one you should be sacrificing. And I knew it, James. Lie down on the stone. Move over, Piles. No, I won't. We need to discuss this rationally. Rational? Rational? You. Since when? We've got to get the stone back before tomorrow's solstice, or the Greeks will do to you what you're going to do to poor old Mr. Pyle there. And what flaming Greek? Thanks, Sid. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't intervened. That's all right, Hancock. What are friends for? Anyway, I didn't fancy having to visit you in Wormwood Scrubs. And I suppose we had better get the stone back to Stonehenge before the police come knocking on the door. And I don't think it's the police you've got to worry about. It's the Greeks. And you keep mentioning Greeks. There aren't any Greeks in East Cheam, Sid.
Are you Mr. Hancock?
Yes, I am indeed. Would you like a signed photograph? Full face or side profile?
No, thank you, English pig. You have stolen the Elgin marbles. I believe you have one of our stones.
The Elgin marbles? Of course not. I never laid a hand on them. The bloke who lives with me, Sid James, he might have nicked one, however. You'll want to speak to him.
Is that big stone in your garden from Stonehenge?
And I don't think so. It's from the garden centre round the corner. Not Cut's nurseries. I was just going to take it back. It's too large.
Now, tell me, did you steal the stone from Stonehenge?
Yes, if you say so, you're quite right.
Did the English dogs steal the Elgin marbles in 1800?
And of course we did whatever you say. We English will nick anything if it isn't nailed down.